What's up, ladies, gents, and everyone in between? Shoe Booty Sports coming at you Tuesday night, normal time. Same to you all. Either way, regardless, Grandpa on this screen, Bradley Brown on the other. Say what's up, Bradley.
How's it going?
It's going. Just doing our weekly sports show and whatnot. But before we get started with that, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor. Shoe Booty Sports is presented by Rhino Races. Rhino Races is a virtual race series that offers 5 different races: a 5K, 10K, half marathon, a marathon, and the one of a kind Rhino Ultra. You can sign up for one or all 5 of their races at rhinoraces.com. Run your race at your convenience. Track it with your fitness app of choice. Screenshot your results as proof of completion. Submit that screenshot to rhinoraces.com under the submit results section. Once your results are verified by Rhino Races staff, your reward will be shipped to you by mail. Also, check out their gear section while you're there for t-shirts, wristbands, decals, and more. That's rhinoraces.com. Rhino Races is the premier virtual running series. And you can find us, Shoe Booty Sports, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on X at Shoe Booty Sports. So you mentioned we've got some things to talk about. We do. You mentioned that before I clicked record, that is. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's week one of the college
we are
football
here.
season. We are actually here. We had week zero last week, and I watched very little of Kansas State and Iowa State. I didn't watch much of it. I tuned in a little bit in the second quarter. I watched a little bit of the end. Um, I don't know. I had stuff going on Saturday and just wasn't able to pay attention to the taste of college football that you get, which is week zero.
Week zero. Yeah.
Yeah, last year I was into it. I don't know if I just had more time or what the deal was, but I was more excited about, hey, I've got some games here today than I was this time around. Just wasn't really feeling what I was watching on TV, so I just was doing other things. But yeah, we've got week one underway, starting Thursday, I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember what the Thursday game is, but I know we got a Thursday game, we got a Friday game, we got games all day Saturday, and then we've got we've got some Sunday games too.
You okay over there?
I wolfed down some like some mixed nuts before, like some lightly salted mixed nuts. Pause, but it was just to have something to eat before we started. Um, yeah, and so it's just the remnants of that were going down. The small remnants of bolus were heading down the esophagus there. So I'll wash it down with my 7 brew coffee. Not a sponsor. Want to be one? More than welcome to. Just hit us up at shoesports at gmail.com or find us on the socials. Uh,
Pretty cool. The week the first matchup of the week on Thursday is Boise State versus South Florida.
okay.
If
Um,
you're curious.
Yeah, maybe I'll tune in. It just depends on what I'm doing Thursday. Thursday, I'm planning to work, run, and then just see what else I have time for Thursday. Really, I can't even. What are the Friday games?
Uh, man, I just clicked
Have
off
those
that.
pulled up, huh? Yeah, wait, don't have those pulled up, do you?
No, it's Western Illinois versus Illinois. So Burt gets an action on Friday.
Well, Bielema's not at Arkansas anymore, so I'm not rooting against the guy,
No,
but
I like him.
I'm certainly not rooting against the guy. Seems like a good dude, despite his poke the bear kind of shenanigans that you see on the field at times.
Clock
Uh,
management skills.
yeah, but I mean the guy's won everywhere except Arkansas. And he had that one good year where they went 8-5, but that was it. But he's a Big Ten coach. I hope he doesn't leave the Big Ten just because I think he probably learned his lesson. Like, yeah, I had it pretty good here. I kind of know what I'm doing here in this part of the country, and this is where I'm going to stay and continue to be successful. Like he's winning at Illinois right now. Come on, that's pretty good.
And he's got them. Yeah, they're respected. They're ranked this year. So
12th. 12th. I don't know what kind of NIL money they're raking in. I
Yeah,
think
who
he just,
knows?
I think he just knows how to recruit that part of the country, and play that style of football. But I mean, they, played South Carolina in the bowl game last year, a good South Carolina team, and beat them. So I mean, it's what it beat a good Arkansas team when he was at Wisconsin, a pretty good Arkansas team, an Arkansas team that had Darren McFadden and company. But
Yeah.
first game I got to see Joe Thomas play, future Hall of Fame tackle. Just tidbit of info there. He was at Wisconsin. All right, so I'm rambling on now. Saturday games. I've got a race. I've got a 5K race Saturday morning in North Little Rock, but I should be home in time for Texas Ohio State. I should be home and geared up for that one. That's number one versus number three, an 11 a.m. game.
Yeah.
And
I
first
don't
off,
get the 11 a.m. game time.
I didn't either, but I at the then you look at the schedule, or you look at the schedule the rest of the day. Some still really good games. LSU
Well,
Clemson, an evening
yeah,
game. I
that
mean
one's
that's
gonna be good.
yeah, a 4 versus 9 matchup. I guess you want to start the season off with a bang. Uh, Texas Ohio State. That's the one I'm most excited about seeing.
Yeah.
Clemson LSU would be number two. Arkansas, Alabama's on there or on the list just because it's our hogs.
A&M, you gotta throw that in there. Alabama A&M.
Yeah, excuse me, Alabama A&M.
Yes.
I'm not even about a third of the way through my coffee, so bear with me, even though it is evening. But yeah, Alabama A&M and Arkansas. I expect the Razorbacks to take care of business there, but you never know with Arkansas. But yeah, I think they'll handle business there. Uh, let's start things off. Texas, Ohio State. Let's just pick the big games while we're at it. Uh,
Okay.
who you got?
Well, Vegas, of course, favors the home team in this one. They're a 2.5 point favorite, Ohio State being. Um, I don't know. I kind of want to do an SEC homer pick, but it's too early in the year. We haven't seen either of them play. They're both returning a bunch of players from last year. Um, I don't know. I kind of just want to roll with Manning just to do it,
What does
but
your
I don't
head
know.
say? What does your head say?
Ohio State, even
Yeah.
though, yeah, even though I don't want to admit it, yeah, Ohio State.
Why do you not want to admit it?
Oh, I just don't like them.
Okay, I mean that's fair. it's I don't like or dislike Ohio State. I don't. Um, I mean, as an Arkansas fan, you're taught not to like Texas, but even then, I don't really care. I don't care who wins this game, honestly. I just want to see
It's
what
not going to affect
happens.
them. Yeah,
But if I'm
it's not going to
betting,
affect the conference.
it's not gonna, yeah, or affect me. Just my mood. Uh, if I'm just betting on who I think will win the game, I've got Ohio State for reasons I've said last week and before. I think the Big Ten is doing modern current day college football better than any other conference, and Ohio State leads that list. And yeah, they've lost some players, but they got some coming back, especially that superstar wideout from the college football playoffs last year, right? I can't remember the kid's name. He was a freshman. He balled out. Um, it's Texas is number one because they recruit well. It's Sark. It's Manning. It's Texas. So all those things are leading to Texas is going to be number one, and Ohio State's number three because they're Ohio State. I mean, it's their top three. It's still pretty good. I think Ohio State's going to win the game. I just
Would
do.
yeah. Would it be cool if Texas blew the doors off of them? Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
I would actually like to see that. That would
Yeah,
be interesting.
yeah,
But
holy crap, dude. Manning's for
you know,
real.
I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, it would be cool to see Arch Manning just go out and toss like 5 touchdowns or something and run for one, just something outrageous, um, and just beat the brakes off of them. I don't see that happening. Yeah, I've got Ohio State. They recruit as well as anyone, and the staff is the best in the country. Coaching staff is the best you've got Chip Kelly as an offensive coordinator. I mean, come on, man. It's not fair with those athletes. Like you recruit better than anyone else in the country. You bring in the best players with NIL better than anyone else in the country, and you have Chip Kelly as an offensive coordinator. And say what you want about Ryan Day, but he's pretty good too. You are what your record says you are. It's not great against Michigan, but guess what? He's got a natty, and the overall record's pretty damn good. So I like Ohio State in this one. I don't have a score prediction, but I think
No.
Ohio State wins. That's all.
I think there's
Um,
going to be some points scored. It's over under 47.5. It's probably going to go over. It's first game of the season. Of course, it could be very low scoring, but I have a feeling there's going to be lots of points scored. So,
could be right. A lot of the top 25 matchups aren't good matchups. It's Tennessee, Syracuse. Oh, that could be better than people think it would be.
yeah.
I would still pick Tennessee in that. Georgia and Marshall, Penn State, Nevada, Alabama, Florida State sounds great on paper, but I don't think it's as good as it sounds. I don't. Alabama's not as good as they were under Nick Saban or in recruiting. Florida State's massively dropped off from what they were 2 years ago. I mean, it's massive now. Uh, Gus Malzahn's the OC at Florida State now, right?
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator. I've got Mike Norvell still there. That I'm interested in that. I'm interested in seeing what that looks like. So I'll check that out. When is the Arkansas game?
3 o'clock or 3:15.
I'll probably flip back and forth between those two games just because I want to see what Florida State looks like under Malzahn, Arkansas guy. So ties there. I'm just curious to see what that looks
Is the Arkansas game on TV?
like. I assumed it was. I assumed it was on the SEC network or something. Is it not?
I don't know.
I mean, I would just like every game is televised now. So that's why I almost didn't even bother going to Arkansas State because I was like, I'll just watch it on TV. That's next weekend. But I was like, I mean, they're playing each other. I got to be there. I don't have to be, but I want to be. So I'll be at that one. I assume that's going to be on TV, SEC Network or alternate.
It probably be on the alternate.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a big game, but I want to see it, at least the first portion of it. But I do want to see what Alabama Florida State looks like. I'm intrigued by that. I would think Alabama would win the game, but I want to see what Florida State looks like after such an abysmal year and bringing in Malzahn from South Florida. Yeah, South Florida. Other matchups, nothing really sticks out to me other than the uh, yeah, I don't care about the Ole Miss game, although I like to watch them offensively under Lane. I just like the way they look and the way they recruit now. What do you think of Ole Miss? Did you see Ole Miss unveil their alternate helmets? Or the new helmet design they have?
No.
It looks like those kind of cream, like beige cream Ole Miss helmets, which I thought Ole Miss has done as well as anyone with uh like the jerseys and helmets that they're pulling out, like the alternates over the last couple seasons, especially under Lane Kiffin. I can't stand these. It's that same helmet, but it looks like somebody had been coloring with charcoal or drawing with
Yeah,
charcoal.
I'm looking at them right now,
and then
dude.
touched all over the helmet, and I don't like it.
It's
Everybody's
it's real tree camo, apparently.
whatever it is, I don't like it. I don't think it looks good. I think it looks like I said somebody had been drawing with charcoal and then just decided to touch all over that pristine,
It
clean helmet.
it kind of just looks like they threw their logo on some old bowling balls with some swirls and crap. I don't know. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it's just I don't like the look of it. Social media loves it, but just because social media loves it doesn't mean that that's real or that that's the majority. I'll put it that way. Yeah, I don't like them, but not a big game. Ole Miss, Georgia State, don't care about that. LSU, Clemson. That's what I'm interested in seeing. My phone's acting up, going slow right now. I guess because it's charging. I don't know, but that's a Saturday night game. That's the when I saw that Texas Ohio State was 11 a.m. I was like, why? And then I scrolled down. I was like, okay, well that's pretty good. That's a pretty good night game. LSU Clemson. 6:30 game, ABC. A lot of people are high on Clemson. I said last week I don't think Clemson's the number 4 team in the country. I don't have anything to base that off of other than they just haven't been as good as people thought they were over the last several seasons at this point. You got Cade Klubnik back. A lot of people are considering him a Heisman favorite. Clemson recruits well. They don't do NIL really. They just recruit the guys they want. I get that. I respect that. They're still having success. Not the same type of success as they had under Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, etc. That's kind of hard to maintain, though, too. You're going to have some drop off normally. But this is what five under Brian Kelly at this point? 4 or 5? Is it 4?
Or
It's weird to say. It's crazy to say that. It's been
yeah,
that
weird.
for year 4 now. So it's his program. It's the way that he should want it.
And I don't think he's won a season opener since he's been there.
I don't think he has. I think
And
you're right about that.
I think that trend's going to continue.
Really?
Yeah.
Now it is in Clemson's version of Death Valley. So, and that is a tough place to play. It's going to be loud. It's going to be tough. You've got Clemson, correct?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just going off of LSU's past 3 season openers.
and that's
They let you down, and I just think that trend's going to continue.
hey, Clemson does too. Over at least over the last several years, Clemson has done the same thing. They haven't been good in season openers either. Now they played some tough competition. I'll give Clemson that. They come out playing a top team in the country starting the season every year. And then you
Yeah,
end the
LSU
year,
has done the same thing. Yeah.
yeah, and then you end the season with South Carolina, not a gimme, you know. Um, so I respect Clemson for that. I'm gonna go LSU. I think LSU year 4, Brian Kelly. It should be the way he wants it. I don't know that I'm doubling down a little bit as far as I just don't think Clemson is as good as people think. I don't think they're the fourth best team in the country. I just don't. Not in this current era of college football. Not the way it is now. Dabo's recruiting his way of recruiting isn't as effective now as it was 10 years ago. I'm gonna go LSU.
Cool.
Yeah. Sunday games. Any other games stick out to you on Saturday? Because those are the only ones I see. Now I'm just looking at the top 25 here,
Yeah, not really.
right?
Uh,
Um, yeah. So nothing really big. I mean, those are some pretty big games. Like, don't get it twisted. But as far as everything of all the other games, those are the ones that intrigue me the most. Now, Sunday, you've got South Carolina, Virginia Tech, 2 p.m. game. You got a good Sunday night game, though, 6:30, again on ABC. Notre Dame, Miami. Now, Miami 10th in the country, Notre Dame 6th. Now, you do have a lot of those guys coming back from Notre Dame. You've lost
Yeah,
some line. That was a really good offensive line. That was a really good defense. New
really
quarterback,
good
I
defense.
believe
Yeah,
now. Um, I don't know. Notre Dame's recruiting. Notre Dame's doing well in this current college football era. They've done well over the last couple seasons. Uh,
pawning all them gold helmets.
on what?
Since they're pawning all them gold helmets.
Oh man, I mean whatever you got to do. But
Yeah,
um, I've always liked Notre Dame's helmets. I mean that's always been really cool to me. It's like you have actual gold in that helmet. And I've said that to people before, and they think I'm joking. I'm like, no, that's a real thing. Like it's in the paint. Um, I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Just sprinkle some gold. Same way that Salt Bae puts gold on a steak. Maybe I don't know. And then charges people way too much money for it. I like Notre Dame in that. I just yeah I like Notre Dame. I think they're
yeah.
doing for what they are in this for being the private school that they are. They're finding ways to. I mean, they're still Notre Dame. There's still a lot of prestige there. It still means something to play for Notre Dame. So you're still able to get some really good recruits. And I don't know that. I mean, you don't have Cam Ward at Miami anymore, so I don't know if they're as
No,
good as people are going to think that they are either. So
yeah.
yeah, I got
I
Notre
don't
Dame.
know. Still some question marks. Who Carson Beck, Georgia's old quarterback. He's there at Miami. Um, Vegas, yeah, they have Notre Dame favored by 3 points. I agree with you. I like Notre Dame in this matchup. Just less questions about Notre Dame than there is about Miami.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Carson Beck's a good college quarterback. He's not a great college quarterback. Um, yeah, and I think he'll struggle against that Notre Dame defense. Um,
If they're as good as they were last year, he definitely will.
yeah, and he liked to throw the ball to the other team a little too much when he was at Georgia. Uh, but yeah, I like Notre Dame in that. Good week of college. I mean, good.
Yeah.
I mean, college football's back. What else do I need to say? I mean, that's awesome. I'm excited about it. Looking forward to it. I got a race Saturday, and then I'm gonna pretty much mostly be watching football. I'm looking forward to it. Other stuff going on, I guess that they're not. I guess in the football pop culture world, I got a text about this today. Uh,
You got a text over it?
that's
I
how
was
I found
watching it live at lunch whenever the news broke on the Pat McAfee show. So
it on the McAfee show. Well, then explain to the listeners what we're talking about.
there's this singer out there. I don't know if you've heard of her. Taylor Swift. She got married to this dude who
Engaged.
sometimes plays football. Oh, engaged. My
Yeah.
bad. Jumping the gun here. Got
Yeah, like
engaged to this
whoa, whoa, whoa,
yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Got engaged to this guy named Travis Kelce. So I guess people are freaking out over this. I don't know. So what, two
Yes,
years ago is whenever it started? It's been about 2 seasons. Yes, 2 seasons. And everybody's saying it was a publicity stunt. And hey,
I didn't
I
say
was
that.
kind of in that. No, I said there were people out there.
You said
And you know,
everybody.
I thought, well,
Words
everybody,
words
me,
matter on
everybody
this.
at least had the initial thought was like, man, is this fake? I don't know.
I
But
didn't. I just figured it was a. I've tried actors. I've tried musicians. Sure, let's try an athlete. I mean, Travis Kelsey's a good looking dude. He's tall. He's really good at football. Sure, why not? I could see that. Uh, I didn't. I don't know. I don't care. I like Taylor Swift. Um, wish her well and all that. She's the biggest star in the world, and she is for a reason. I mean, she writes songs that are catchy and that a bunch of people can relate to. Apparently, she has a massive following. Because example, how I found out was in all caps in my text message, Taylor Swift is engaged. All caps with exclamation points. That's how I found out. And I was like, well, I
From your
assume it's
sister?
Travis. No, no, not my sister. My sister has been to a Travis has been to a Taylor Swift
You did
concert.
Travis Kelce concert? That's
Not that
pretty
I,
cool.
she might. I don't know if she's seen him play. I don't think so. But I know she's been to a Taylor Swift concert. Um, but yeah, that was the text I got. I was like, okay, I assume it was to Travis Kelce. And they were like, yeah, LOL, yes. So yeah, and so that's dominating ESPN's homepage right now, which I only check for just to see what's happening, like right before the show, if there's
Now
any
I got
big
to check
things.
this out.
Yeah, dominating the homepage, that and Shador Sanders, which is
Yeah.
what it is. And they're already speculating: is this going to be Travis Kelsey's last year? And it could be. I mean, he's had a long and a successful career, so and he doesn't certainly doesn't need the money. So if we wanted this to be it could be.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift are engaged. Over under it lasting. What do you want to put the number at? 4 years? See, I was going 5 years, and I was like, that seems a little high. 2 seems a little low. I don't know, man. They've been together for 2 years. They seem happy and all that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hopefully they last forever. I'm all about love.
Same. I'm certainly not a hater. Especially for those two.
Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah, good for them, man.
But I
Cheers to that.
wouldn't be surprised if it was 4 years.
Okay, as I said to the same person that sent me the text, I said, imagine how freaking epic that album's going to be if they
That
split.
one's gonna be.
It's going to be lit. Like she's going to have a 20-minute song. Like she had like apparently she has a 10-minute song. I still haven't heard the song where she's just bashing Jake Gyllenhaal, I think it is, for like 10 minutes, like it's a song, and people
They
love it.
dated.
What?
Did they? So they dated
Yes.
Gyllenhaal.
Well, that's why I said. I mean, she's actors, musicians. Why not try an athlete? But yeah, if they split after being engaged, dude, yeah, it's gonna be a. I'll listen to the whole album just to see what it sounds like, or
Yeah.
just to see what's said and all that. It'll be interesting for sure. Not that I'm rooting for that. Just saying, if it happens,
Man.
there's a silver lining there. Y'all are gonna get some. You Swifties are gonna get some great music out of it. So you win either way, really. You're happy
Yeah.
that she's happy. If it doesn't end well, you're going to get even better music. So this is a win-win for the Swifties out there. So congrats. So heck, cheers to them, man. Cheers to the Swifties just for that. Swifties just for
And they get to continue to watch football for the next foreseeable future.
yeah.
I mean,
NFL wins too.
major win.
Yeah, NFL Chiefs especially, at least for
That's
another year.
it's all an NFL conspiracy. They seen a way to get all these new viewers and said, "Yeah, Travis, go ahead and lock her down."
I mean, they make like $10 billion with a B dollars a year. They make more money than Taylor Swift does a year. So they're doing something right. They've got some smart people. I'm not going that far, but crazier things have happened. I'll put it that
Yeah.
way. All right. Um, so yeah, big news there. Do you want to talk since we're talking so much football? You want to talk about how our fantasy football draft went? And for those of you that are, I'm sure, having some fantasy football drafts coming up, if not
Got one
this year,
tomorrow.
next week. You got okay. How many leagues are you in?
I'm just in two this year.
Just in two. Okay. I did get offered to be in another buy-in league for my fraternity, like some of the guys in my fraternity, and I declined just because I'm a one league a year guy.
Committed.
I can't do more than one, man. I can't devote that much time uh to it.
Oh, and it'll make you go insane, dude. If you get four fantasy teams, you look like a crazy person watching football.
That's
Like,
nuts.
oh, I need to pass to so and so, but no, for at least 30, but no more than 36 yards. Like,
See, I did that when I was just in two leagues. In two leagues, I'd be cheering and like
oh yeah,
and saying no at the same time because the same guy that is killing it for me is destroying me in the other league.
yeah.
So it's what's the point at that point? You know, it's like it'd be like watching your two favorite teams play, basically. If you have two favorite teams and you're watching them play each other, that's how it is. Or that's the closest I can relate to it that
Yeah,
I can think of.
that's a good comparison.
It's the best I can think of, but it's even worse. It's even worse on the fantasy side of it. So I can't do it. One, I don't want to devote that much time and energy to multiple. One is enough to devote that much time and energy to fantasy football if I want to do well. All that time and energy I put into that league, it's like, huh, okay, now I got to go do this again. Like, no, just give me that portion of the day that I can check or focus on because I've got too much other stuff happening that, and even if I didn't, I don't want to. I don't want to put that much focus into another league. I just don't want to. But okay, that's enough of me griping about it. How did you feel about how our draft went?
I had my I guess my I don't know. I had my doubts about being. I think I had pick number 7 out of 14 teams. It's been a while since I've been dead in the middle of the draft. I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't get the chance to do my usual research that I like to do. Um, and overall, I mean, it appears like I came out pretty good. So the computer really likes my draft.
Yeah, you had like I think the highest percent chance of making the playoffs, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. I like what Luke did. I'll say this, like at least in the free agency portion, he went and got another tight end. And I was thinking because I was like, I really need a running back, but I kind of want just another tight end just to make sure I have because I've got Brock Bowers. I'm very happy with that.
Yes.
Yeah, I obviously selected the first tight end off the board. So I was like, I want to be good and set at tight end, but it'd be nice to have a good backup. So I drafted Mike Gesicki last with my very last pick, and then I thought later I was like, Kate Otten might be worth stashing because I could plug Brandon Ayuk on the IR. I immediately put him on the IR because he won't be back till like mid-season, and then I
Yeah.
just went to go see if I could snag somebody else. I was like, I need a running back, and I don't feel confident about this, but I could go get Kate Otten, and I kind of regretted not doing so later because I saw Luke snatched him up. But I felt I felt good about my team. I think I had like the eighth pick or something like that after all the keepers were done or whatever. However that works, I'm still not sure how that works. It's my first year in a keeper league, but I ended up taking Puka Nakua first in the first round. I went very heavy at wide receiver. I think my first three or
You have to in this league. You have to.
my first 3 or 4, I think 4 of my first 5 picks were 3 wideouts, tight end, and running back. I think that was how I did it. I purposely stayed away from quarterback. I was like, nope, not doing it. I'm not doing.
My
I get burned every year. I take a quarterback high. I eventually settled on Jared Goff because there wasn't anybody around that I was like excited about adding. So like, okay, I guess this is a good time to add a quarterback, even though I would have been okay later on with like an Aaron Rodgers or something.
mm,
Um, But it's like, well, now's a good time, I guess. There's nobody really that sticks out that I can't get later. So I just went ahead and took Jared Goff. Plus, it made for a good fantasy football team name. I won't say it on the
Yeah,
show, but
you won that department. So
I thought that. I was like, this is
everybody had a good laugh at the draft party.
yeah, I was like, all right, I'm good. This is what's a good name here? Here it is.
Well,
So yeah, again, if you're well, I can't really say go check out our league, but just Jared Goff. I don't know. Use your creativity there.
yeah,
I used mine, but
yeah.
yeah,
I
go.
had to. I don't know. My strategy had to be a little bit different. Like I said, with me being in the middle of the draft, I just had to keep waiting 13 picks until my next pick. You at some point were only waiting what 3 picks in between picks or 2 picks in between picks.
No, it was like four,
Or yeah.
four,
So you
which
had
is
yeah, you could make one pick and be like, okay, if I get this, chances are I got this guy as my next pick. I had no freaking clue who I was gonna have. So whenever it got to I think pick number 4 or 5 for me, and I had right there in my queue was Lamar and crap, and it done left me the quarterback for Washington, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. There
They
you go.
were staring me right in the face, and I was like, yeah, I might as well, since both of them scored 400 and something fantasy points last season or something stupid like that. I was like, oh yeah, taking one of these guys. And I've had Lamar pretty much every season since I've been in this league. So I was like, I'm gonna change it up. So
Who'd you end up with? Quarterback.
Jaden Daniels.
Okay. Yeah, just like I said, I was settle on golf later. I didn't want to take a quarterback high because every year I've done that, I've not done well. It's burned me. So in the 2 years I have won a fantasy football championship, it's my quarterback was taken late, was really late. So I was actually thinking the last time I won a fantasy football championship, my quarterback was Kirk Cousins. So I mean, there you go.
Yeah,
Um,
I've won them streaming before, streaming QBs and defenses.
yeah. Um, the only time I didn't, the only time I cursed that somebody took the pick or took the pick that I or the player or whatever that I wanted was on defense when I was like, all right, I'm going to get Philly's defense. Like I was
Oh
really
yeah, I
excited
was
about that.
I already queued them up too, and then Russ comes in and gets them.
Yeah, I
So
mean, and I think that was two. It was one or two picks before me. It might have been the pick before me, and I let out a giant f bomb right here in this room, and yeah, but I ended up with Seattle. We'll see how that works. I'm not excited about it by any means, but it's what it is. I was okay with the draft and how it went, but yeah. Any advice before we get out of here, as far as who to take in the first round or what position to take in the first round? You said wide receiver. I think
wide
that's
receiver.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep.
Um, second that. But yeah, we're out of time. So, but we'll be back next week to talk about week 1 of college football, what to expect from week 2, and week 1 of NFL football. But until then, we'll see y'all next week. I'm Graham Powell.
Brother Brown, shout out Tommy Fleetwood winning the FedEx Championship.
Shout out to him. Deuces, y'all.
Peace.